Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm also welcoming myself back to my channel because it's been about 3 months since I posted anything. And as you can see, I have a new background. So I'm no longer living at the house that is in all my other videos. So I've done like desk tours before and like filming space tours and stuff like that in my old place. But now that I'm in this new place, I figured what would be a better way to return to YouTube than to kind of showcase my new office. I have worked really hard on this office. I've spent a lot of hours agonizing over every tiny detail in here. So I really hope that you enjoy. I'm just going to give you guys a little tour, and yeah, I figured it'd be a fun way to return to YouTube. Where I'm sitting right now is a cooler filming backdrop than I even thought about when I was putting this office together. I wasn't thinking at all actually about a YouTube backdrop whatsoever. But this little setup I have right here actually makes a pretty good one. I don't know if this will be my main setup that I use, but this is what I have right now, and I think it looks pretty cool. So I agonized for many days and many weeks what I wanted this office to be exactly, what theme I wanted to go with. I was thinking maybe like Victorian library. That's something that I've always been interested in. That aesthetic with the tall bookshelves, and I think everybody wants a Beauty and the Beast bell-like library. This room is very, very pretty in its architecture that it already has going on in here. So it's got this beautiful shiplap on the walls, and it's got some really pretty molding. I don't know what you call that, but it's got like the halfway or like third of the way up the wall molding on the bottom. And this room was just plain blank white when we first moved in. So I was looking on Pinterest and I looked at pink. I thought, you know, I've always loved pink. I've always loved cute girly things, and I think I kind of want to incorporate that into this office. But I also did want to incorporate some of those Victorian elements like I was talking about before with the library. I write fantasy and I read fantasy, and fantasy is something that I'm very, very drawn to. So I had this idea for a fantasy type office, but I wanted to incorporate pink, and I didn't just want it to be all green and brown. So I kind of mixed both of those ideas together. I do work from home full time, so I wanted a space that I could do that and then also do my writing and YouTube and whatever else I wanted to do. A lot of the decor in here I got at thrift stores or on clearance at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, even Kohl's. I got some things. And I'll kind of go through where I got each thing as I kind of go through the office so that you guys can see. So if anybody's interested in recreating this look, or if you want to do something similar, because I know that fantasy is a popular genre and people might be interested in, you know, bringing some more fantasy into their writing spaces or whatever. So I will tell you where I got everything. So this room isn't fully done. There are a couple things I'm still waiting on. For instance, these desks, I ordered different knobs for them. They're like pink rose quartz. They're just absolutely gorgeous. I bought them on Etsy. I'm still waiting for those to come in the mail because they're coming from England and they're taking forever. So enjoy the tour, and I hope you subscribe and stick around. I have other videos coming up that I'm excited to make, so it's good to be back. So we'll start on this corner of the room. So it is a little dark outside. I apologize if the camera is picking that up, if it's kind of dark in here. I'm hoping that I can adjust the settings enough to where it looks more bright. But we'll start on this corner of the room. So this is just a floor lamp that I bought for literally $2.50 at a thrift store near me, because this room did not come with a light or a light switch. I kind of just had to use a floor lamp and a desk lamp. I am going to get a light installed in this room, but I just haven't done that yet. So this is my little floor lamp I have. And then these chairs I bought at an antique store also nearby. I absolutely love them. They're everything that this office needed. They've got the gorgeous tufting, they're velvet, beautiful green, and they've got this gorgeous scrolling on top. And overall, they're just absolutely stunning. So I bought these chairs as part of a set. They also came with a settee. I don't know how you pronounce that word. So we have that in the entryway, but here in my office we have these two chairs. And one of them is like a rocking chair. Like you can see me rocking right now. It's a rocking chair, and it came with this cute little footstool that I love. So I sit in here every morning and, you know, have my coffee and all that. This end table I had for a while. I had it at my old house. I am going to replace it whenever I can find a cute vintage thing to put here. I do love shopping at antique stores, so I'm sure I'll find something eventually, but for now, this is kind of just what I'm using in the interim. On top, I have this really pretty lamp. I got this at Hobby Lobby when they were 50% off. I thought it looked very fantasy, kind of maybe even a little steampunk. I love it. And underneath the table, I have this really cute ceramic bag. So I figure I can put magazines in here. I don't know if I ever subscribe to a magazine or something. It's cute, okay? These garlands framing my bookshelves, I bought also at Hobby Lobby when they were, I think they were half off as well. And Hobby Lobby also has these adorable little butterflies. So I bought 2 packs of them. I bought a pink pack and a white pack, and I kind of scattered them all over the office. And I actually want to buy more because I think they look very cute. And I think my office could use a few more. Here in the middle, I have this wreath. It was very cheap at Hobby Lobby because it's real. Usually the real stuff is a lot cheaper than the fake stuff. And added a couple butterflies to that as well. So like I showed you before, this office was white. It was completely white. I left a lot of white in here so that I didn't have to do a lot of painting because, hello, my name is Misty and I hate painting. So I chose this very, very soft, really gorgeous pink for the upper part of the walls where it's kind of the shiplap. And then this really, really cute, like deep forest green for the backdrop here behind the bookshelf. And then I left a lot of stuff white. Like I said, I left my shelves white and the little indent in the wall over here. I am planning on doing a full bookshelf tour because I have some fun book videos coming up, but I'm going to save that. I'm not going to do that here. But up here I have some different vases and floral containers. I got these all at thrift stores. The fake flowers I also bought at Hobby Lobby. Oh, and for those of you who don't know what Hobby Lobby is, it's kind of just like another store like Michael's or whatever craft store you have. I mentioned Hobby Lobby to some coworkers, and they were like, you know, they work in New York and I work here in Wisconsin, and they're like, what's Hobby Lobby? So I'm like, what? You don't know what Hobby Lobby is? Scandalized. So apparently Hobby Lobby isn't everywhere. You learn something new every day, right? So I just kind of put whatever florals I thought would look wild and like very foresty here, and I think I did a pretty good job. Got some, I think these are thistles. These lanterns I also got at Hobby Lobby when they were half off. And I have some little LED candles inside of them. This cute little unicorn thing I found at TJ Maxx. And then I have some Alice in Wonderland books on display here, as well as my Gail Carson Levine books. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know my obsession for both of these things. And then I made some little tablescapes, or I don't know what you call them, centerpieces, I don't know. Just out of some random bits and bobs that I found at thrift stores and Michael's and whatever. This adorable candle holder with all the flowers on it, I just found at a thrift store near me for literally like 50 cents. So moving on, I have this shelf. I actually have 2 of these white shelves. They're pretty tall. I had them in my other setup as well, which if you watched that last video, you would have seen me putting these up for the first time. But so I carried these over with me from my old house because they're white and they, you know, I needed some craft storage. So this is another one of those things I was telling you about that I made myself with just random bits and bobs. Most of the stuff I found at Goodwill. And then here's a shelf that has some planners on it, because I'm a planner nerd. I have another little shelf here that I'm planning on keeping more of my writing notebooks and things like that. And then a little cubby down here where I'm keeping some extra Happy Planner supplies. This here is my work desk. So this is where I sit 8 hours a day as I do my corporate job. I've got this really, really pretty vase. I found this at Goodwill. I found all these florals at Hobby Lobby. I'm pretty sure most of these came from Hobby Lobby. Some of them came from Michael's too. This bird sitting on a big leaf, I got at Goodwill, ceramic. A lot of the ceramics I buy at Goodwill are like chipped and cracked, but I really don't mind. I think it sort of adds to the whole ambiance as well. So, candle, TJ Maxx, where I buy pretty much all of my candles. This garland as well, I also found at a thrift store near me. I've been really scoring lately. This garland I have hung over this pretty big window in here. I found at Kohl's, and I just attached it with screws and kind of did a little wavery pattern up there so it looks like it's just, you know, flowing above my desk. This really cute little fairy foresty cottagey house type thing I found at Michael's. I think it was like $7. These cubbies here, I keep planner things and just extra cords and bits and bobs that look kind of ugly sitting out. A really fun DIY I thought of myself, thank you very much, is to glue moss, like craft moss. So I found this moss at Dollar Tree actually. Fun fact, if you don't know, Dollar Tree has a lot of really cool stuff that you can use in various DIYs and such. So I found this moss at Dollar Tree and I started to glue it on the front of these bins I already had from my other house, and I think it's turning out really cute. I just kind of got lazy and didn't do the rest of my bins, but I'm going to be doing that. And then this other desk is my writing desk. Oh, and I forgot to mention, these desks are also from my old house, so a lot of my stuff I just kind of repurposed. I did spray paint the legs of these desks, so they were like black, and I just kind of wasn't feeling it, so I did this antique pewter, which I don't really love in here, to be honest. I kind of wish I would have gone with like a, I don't know, maybe like a brass, not brass, maybe like a antique bronze or something like that. So I keep my printer here and my iMac that I use to write and play around with designs on Canva and stuff like that. Again, this garland I also found at the thrift store for like 75 cents. This Writer's Layer candle I got from Hollow Ever After on Etsy. And I'm sorry to say, these candles don't really hold up. So like you burn them down and the wicks kind of fall to one side and then you can't really burn the rest of the candle. So probably won't get any more just because it's a lot of money for these candles, and if they're not going to burn all the way, I'm probably not going to invest in them anymore, but they're very, very cute. I love them. So this adorable like vase thing I got at Hobby Lobby as well. Another floral from Hobby Lobby. This wreath up here I actually also had at my old house, and I found this at Target, and I got it when it was on clearance. I think it's like a springtime wreath, and I just added a butterfly to it. A good thing about this decor style is that, you know, you can kind of pick one or two like places and you can probably get everything you're looking for. So like when craft stores have like springtime stuff on sale, that's springtime stuff really goes well in here, I found. And also just anything old, just anything vintage or antique, whatever you want to call it, goes really well in here. This rug here on the ground, okay, so I looked and looked for a rug for this room because I really wanted a rug. I felt like it would really bring in everything I was trying to do and kind of ground everything, tie it together. And so I think I went to the end of the literal internet and I finally found this rug on overstock.com, and I think it was like it was almost $200, which is a really good price on a rug that is 8 by 10. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys what it's looking like right now and, you know, give you the grand tour. I really hope that you like it, and if you want to try a similar style in your house, I hope I gave you some tips that might help you. I know when I was looking for tips online for things like this, Pinterest really helped me, and then I also found a couple of videos on YouTube that I will link down below that kind of helped me a little bit as well. So yeah, I think there need to be more videos on YouTube with this aesthetic in mind, because I think it could be the next big thing, you know, especially for writers who are writing fantasy. I think it could be a thing. Thank you so much for joining me, and I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, bye!